Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will be showing you that how you can export the data which is present inside a table into a CSV file. Let me show you the table that we have. Basically we have this table out there which is the users table. So you can see it is 4 records are present, 4 rows are there, and we will be converting this to CSV file and downloading it inside the browser as a attachment. So I have written a PHP script out there, guys. This is my PHP script here, and if I now execute this PHP script, guys, if I now go into this folder, you will see it in the download. Basically, let me show you. My face is hiding. Let me shift here. You will see basically if I click this button, this PHP script will execute and it will export this data which is present inside this table, and it will download it as a CSV file. If I open this CSV file in Excel, you will see this is my CSV file, and you can even open this CSV file inside your Visual Studio Code text editor. So basically if you try to open this comma separated values, it is called, you can even open like this also. You can see basically it has the ID, name, age, country. This is your 26 John. You can see all the data is exported into a CSV file. So I will be writing this PHP script, guys. I have written all the source code in the description of this video. So this is my step-by-step blog post which will guide you. Basically you can follow this blog post and copy paste all the source code. So now let's get started by building this application. So first of all, what we need to do is that just make an index.php file here, and for we are using exam control panel, guys. Basically it's a Apache software which comes with MySQL database as well. Simply start these two services and go to the admin section. So here we will create a table out there, and we have already created this table out there, which is this is our database and this is our table. So let me show you how basically this table is created. Let me delete all these entries and let me drop this table. So we can simply say drop table users. So basically it will delete this table. If I now press the go button, you will see the table is deleted. So now we can create a new table, guys. Click on this, go into this, and here you can create a new table. Simply say here, if you want to create a table, click on new option, and here you can name your table like users. And let's suppose I want the ID. You can just structure accordingly, guys, how many fields you want to say. I just want to store name, age, country. So ID will be the primary key, so this will be integer, and this will be 11 characters, and name will be varchar, and this will be 256. Age will be again integer, so 11, and country varchar 256. And basically ID is the primary key, so we just need to make auto increment here, so it will auto increment. We don't need to save these values. So you can see our table is created. ID is the primary key, name, age, country. So now, guys, we just need to connect to this table. So we will write some PHP code here. So inside this, we will put the PHP tags out there. And the first thing we need to do, guys, we just need to connect to the database. So here we will say that the host is, in this case, is localhost. Put a semicolon at the end of each line. And the username is basically the default username is root. Password is nothing, default one, and the database name. So this is equal to XLDB. This is our database name. So after you configure this, you just need to make the connection. You will simply make the connection using this method MySQL connect. So this will make the connection, and here you just need to pass these 4 things out there, which is host, username, password, and the database name. So now your connection is done. You can cross verify using this if condition here. You can simply say that if the connection is not done, you can simply exit out of the program by using this die method, connection failed. If the connection is made, then we can simply query it. We can simply select data from the table by the simplest of SQL query here. We can write this query here. This will be selecting all the data. So star here from the table name, which is users. This is our table name, and then basically you need to execute this SQL query, guys. So we will simply say that MySQL query, And here we will pass the connection object as the first argument to this function, and the second one is our query, which is MySQL query. And after this, guys, inside this if condition, we will simply check here if MySQL number of rows, and here we will pass the result here. If it greater than 0, in that case we will simply safely can say that this we are returning all the results. So now we just need to set our file name. So this file name will, you can set here by this variable. We can set here data.csv, and after this you can basically open this file in the browser. We can say fopen. This method we can use, and basically here we can simply pass php colon output, just put semicolon here. So this is useful if you want to download the file as an attachment in the browser. So php colon / output, and then in the second argument you will say that write like this. So this will open this inside the attachment. And now what we need to do is that we need to add the headers. So if you want to download the file as an attachment, you need to set headers. So the headers will be a array, and here we will use the while loop to basically set the headers, and we will set here whatever rows are, just put a semicolon, I'm forgetting this. So inside this while loop, guys, we will simply get row by row data. So we will get the row by using this MySQL fetch associative. So basically it will get each row inside the table. If you see, we have you can insert some data right here, guys. You can insert statement, you can write some data. Let's suppose insert age. You can insert some more data. You don't need to fill out the ID field because it is auto incremented. So click on go. You will see that 2 records have been successfully added here, and now basically we will be exporting this to a CSV file. So we are fetching this, and here you just need to pass the result here like this. So inside this while loop we will be setting the headers. So here we will simply use this method array underscore keys, and here we will pass our row. That's all. And then we just need to break. That's all. So after this, guys, we will simply put this data inside a CSV file by using this method, which is fput CSV. This is the method, guys, and here we will pass our fp like this, which is our actual file, and here we will pass the headers, the information that we need to store, in this case the rows of data. That's all. So this will create the CSV file here, and now we just need to add the data. So now to add the data, guys, it is very simple. Basically we will simply again have another while loop, and inside this we will simply say that again we will fetch the data. Row is equal to MySQL fetch associative again, and here we will pass the result. That's all. So this first while loop, guys, it is for the columns that you see. The columns will be exported, which is ID, name, age, country, and this while loop is specifically for the data which is stored. And inside this we just need to say that we will use this method now, fput CSV. This is again the method we will use, and here we will simply put the row, which is fp, and inside this we will simply insert the actual row which is coming. That's all. Put a semicolon. So it will insert, it will loop through all the rows inside the table, and one by one it will put. And after this you just need to close the file by calling fclose and passing this fp reference here. That's it. So now we need to set some more headers, guys, for downloading this file. So we just need to set this header, which is content type. We will say that this is of type text / CSV. So just surround this inside single quotes here, content type text CSV. Just make it single quotes and put a semicolon here. And after this we will set the second header, which is for the content disposition, and this will be a attachment. So we need to set here attachment here. And after this, guys, we will put the file name. So semicolon file name is equal to, and then we will concatenate basically you will see that inside this double quotes we will concatenate the file name, which is file name, and then again concatenate in single quotes this double quotes. That's all. Put a semicolon. So you can just copy paste the source code. It is given in the description. So if you face any sort of problem, and lastly, we just need to read file. Simply call this method read file, and then PHP colon slash slash output semicolon. That's all. So this is all the source code, guys, basically. And lastly, we can close out the connection here. We can call here MySQL, close the connection. That's all. So this is basically your PHP script, guys, and basically all the data. Now if I execute this file here inside the browser, if I go click this, you will see it will download this file as attachment, and you can even open this inside. You can see ID, name, age, country. All the data is inserted, and I think correct data is not exported. I think I have made a mistake in writing this code. Let me just, you can go to the description of this video, guys, to copy or paste all the source code. Sometimes it can be some error also. So let me just paste it from the blog post. So while you just code, you can make mistakes. So that's why, let me paste it. You can go to the blog post. I just don't want to waste your time, so that's why I'm just copy pasting. You will see this is the script that we have written. So once again, if you load the script here, you just need to replace your table name. Just change here your database name, and then you just need to change this table name. That's all. So this is the two modifications you need to do. And once you run the script here, basically click, you will see that CSV file will be downloaded, and you will see that ID, name, age, country. You will see all the data is exported here from this table. So thank you very much, guys, for watching this video, and I will be seeing you in the next video.